Hello, guys. My name is Kevin Chaspuri, and I have interviewed someone that comes from a different country than mine. So, this person comes from China, and I will present all of the findings that I got from the interview while at the same time incorporate the various elements of Hofstede cultural dimension. So, the first dimension that I'm going to be talking about in relation of the answers from the interview is power distance. So the question asked is, how is your relationship with your parents, and how do people in China normally treat older people in general? The answer is, it is very common in China for the youngsters to treat their parents respectfully, and they avoid fights as well, and they didn't talk back even though they are right in an argument. And while for older people in general, in China, there is a strong tendency to respect them as well. So it's like an unwritten rules, it becomes part of the culture. The next question is, what is the highest authority in your country, and is it absolute or not? So the answer is the government, and the power that government holds is absolute because there is a law that could lead to an arrestment when you oppose government. So based on the answers, we could conclude that the power distance in China is quite high, even though it's in a form of respect. And the next dimension is individualism versus collectivism. The question asked is it normal for people to care a lot about friends in China or just to their immediate family? So the answer is, some people in China do think and treat their friends like a family, but not all of them. Some just cares about their immediate family. And the next question, still under the same dimension, is if a stranger suddenly got an accident in China, is it normal for people to come and help? The answer is no, because sometimes the people might ask the helpers to take full responsibility, and they could even think that the helper is the one that actually hit them by a car or something. So based on these two questions, it could be considered that the individualism level in China is in the middle, because they care about their friends but not always. So they might help people but not always as well. And the next is in terms of masculinity versus femininity. The question asked is regarding workplace. So the question is, do people prefer competition in order to attain higher position in work in China, or do they prefer job stability? So the answer is, people in China, they like competition and they want to attain higher position as well, so they tends to be much more competitive. They don't want job stability, they want to achieve more in their job. So based on the answer, it could be concluded that people in China has a more masculine tendency than feminine, because they love competition and they want to become better than others. And the next dimension is uncertainty avoidance. Question asked is, how do people normally react in China to things such as terrorist attacks, explosions, or riots? The answer is, they will take it very seriously and they will hide at home and refrain from going outside. So here we could see that the uncertainty avoidance level in China is quite high, because they are quite anxious and afraid of something that is going on when it's all like really sudden in nature. So yeah, it is quite high. The next dimension is long-term versus short-term orientation, and the question asked is regarding technology. So do people in China has a strong tendency to embrace new technology, or do they prefer the old normal one, or the one that is still working? The answer is, people in China really loves technology. even the older generation one. For example, if there is a new phones or tablets, they will be really eager to buy it. So judging from the answer, it could be considered that people in China are quite pragmatic. So the last one is indulgence versus restraints. Is it normal for people in China to indulge themselves in shopping? And the answer is yes. They really love shopping and they don't hold themselves back. Again, even the older generation do this. So they prefer indulgence over restraints. So that's all the finding, guys. Thank you very much.